Hello, welcome back to MFWoodShop. Today we're going to take a look at the Jellas electric planer. Before I get started, this was provided to me for doing an unboxing video and taking a look at what we got in the box and seeing how it works a little bit. So let's get started. Now I decided to do another Jellas product right away. My last video I did the Jellas sander and I was surprisingly impressed with it. For the price of it, it was fairly good. So I reached out to them. I always needed a electric planer, a handheld electric planer, and I reached out to them and I decided to check this out as well. So in the box you get the planer, obviously the book, you get a little bag, probably for the accessories. This looks like a port for the dust collector, and a bag full of accessories. I don't know what all these accessories do, but there's some looks like some extra pieces. Oh, there's some extra blades, wrench, belt of some sort, a nail bracket, even comes with brushes. What tool comes with brushes? That's awesome. And a, looks like a bolt and a wing nut, probably to attach your guide, and an Allen wrench. And this bag, I'd assume, is for all that stuff. Let's take a look at this. Let's see what it does. All right, so I just ran a few test runs on this piece of hickory, and mostly because I never used one before and I didn't know how to use it, quite honestly. So I even got the book out to reference a couple things. It does have a parallel guide. I'd assume so it keeps the board square while you're running this through. And then it does have a rabbiting feature to set a rabbit depth. First impressions, just a couple things. I would say the base needs to be a little smoother. It seems a little hard to run across the thing, and that may be just it needs some wax on it, and I haven't done that yet. But it's not milled smooth. It kind of has a you can hear it. It has a kind of a texture to it, but that grips on the wood. Not overly impressed with the parallel guide. Seems kind of chintzy, but it does do the job, and especially for the price range of around $50, you can't really beat it. So I'm gonna run a couple passes. This is I don't know how thick the pass is, but you can kind of feel it. It just feels hard to push even without the planer. Once the planer's going, it does move quite easily. So let's do one. Leaves a pretty decent finish. Of course, that's brand new blades and only been used a couple times. Let's see how square it is. It is not square at all. Not even close. And that could be my inexperience of using one, but it could be this fence as well. So let's see. Yeah, the fence is not square. Yeah, not even close. Nothing fits my shop vac. Times on this hickory board, which is a very hard piece of wood, And since this is the first time I've ever used a handheld electric planer like this, I referred to the book for a few things. I originally thought this was a storage bag, but it is a dust collection bag. So you can actually not use it as a storage bag and use it for what it was actually intended for, which is a dust collection bag that goes right there. Has a parallel guide that I installed, which is pretty flimsy and not at all square. I've played with it a little bit and I can't quite get it square, so something else would have to be made more stable if you're going to use it as a squaring or jointing an edge. You can get it close and you can definitely get the rough stuff, the high spots down for sure, but you're not going to get it square with this fence. You'll get it close but not 100% square. It does have a rabbiting feature, which you can adjust this and create a rabbet, and you can set that depth for that rabbet. I have not used that feature, so I don't know how well that works. I am kind of curious about it. The dust port actually removes from the machine, and I'd assume this is so if it gets clogged up with a bunch of chips, you can actually take it out and unclog it. I don't think this would be a tool that you would use every day. This would be a tool that it comes up once in a while, and it's a good price point for that. And that's what I plan on using it for. It wouldn't come up every day in my shop the way I do woodworking, but once in a while, one of these would come in handy, and that's what this is for. And then last thing I would do is throw away this parallel guide and create or make your own, or not use it at all. I don't plan on using it, especially that one. I might make one someday and use it, but this one's no good. Other than that, price point to keep in your garage to use once in a while, I think it's worth it. I'll leave a link in the description below for this planer and the other Jellas tools. I think it's a brand that's worth checking into. Really just mostly for the price point. If you're looking to get into woodworking, this might be a nice entry level name brand to get into. So that's all I got for you this week. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.